So this is a very quick Joomla London demo on how to improve the standard Joomla login workflow. You can see here I've got a standard Joomla 3.5 install with demo data. The only thing I've done is add a login option at the top menu. We've got a login option here on the side menu, and we've got our login form. If I log in, you can see that we're provided information about our login status. We've got the options here to log in on the front end if that's been enabled. But you can see that the menu items haven't actually changed at all, so they're still saying login. And if we click on them, we're then taken to a button to log out, and if we click on the log out button, we're then taken back to the login page. So I'm going to show you how to make that a little bit better. First, we're going to check in the admin area whether our website has a guest user group. If it does, then everything's probably set up. If it doesn't, then this site or the site you're using could well have been upgraded from Joomla 1.5 or Joomla 1.6 at a time before the Joomla actually had this guest option here. So if you don't have guest, simply create a new user group as guest under public. You can just see how that looks there. Group public, guest, and then create an access group or an access level called guest with guest as the only member. And then one final setting that you need to do to make sure this will work is go to options and change the setting here that says guest user group to guest, and save and close. And what guest does is basically any content that has the access level of guest will only be shown if you are not logged in. So the moment you log in, it's hidden from any logged in user. And that's how we're going to create our workaround in this instance. We're going to create multiple menu items. So if we go to our top menu item, we're going to set our my login to guest. I'll do that inside the menu item first. Set that here to guest. We're going to create a new menu item called my logout. Selecting the user menu item called logout. We're going to set this to registered as access, and then we're going to save and close. We're going to quickly do the same for our main menu, which had the other login, which was this one here. So we're going to set that to guest. Do it here in the batch process, go nice and quicker. And then we're going to create a new menu item called logout. Again, we're going to choose the user menu item called logout. And we're going to set that to registered as we did the other one. Just to point out, there is another option with the logout, and there's a logout redirection page setting, which will allow you to pick any menu item in your website for you to be redirected to on logout. At the moment I'm going to leave that as default. Okay, so now we're ready. I'm just going to move that so that it's in roughly the same place. There we go, looks good. So now if we refresh our website, go to the home page, log in. Again, we've logged in, and now you can see that our menu items have changed. We've now got a logout and we've got a my logout. If you click on the my logout, you're no longer taken to the button you're actually taken to the home page. You can see now we have been logged out, but we're back on home. Makes it a much smoother user experience. I hope that's been useful. I've been Gary from Joomla London. You can connect with us at Joomla London on Twitter and on Facebook and Google+. Just search for Joomla London.